The fourth and final variant of the generic solution archetype is one that maps to the escalation drifting goals, limit to results, systems archetypes. And that unfolds in a manner where if we begin with A's action to promote control, and after some delay, it creates an outcome for A. And that outcome, in fact, diminishes A's efforts to actually promote more of its own development. So it sort of it balances, and at the same time that the outcome that A produces promotes a reaction from another party to actually end up compromising or diminishing A's outcome, you end up with two balancing loops that in fact operate as a single reinforcing loop, where A's action promotes its outcome, which in fact promotes B's outcome, and because it promotes B's outcome, it promotes A's outcome and B's outcome, and it in fact oscillates or cycles back and forth, which is essentially the escalation structure. And the way that one then acts to stabilize the structure is to in fact set up a target, an absolute target, as opposed to allow the structure to continue to escalate on its own, so that based upon that absolute target and A's action, it produces an absolute outcome, and that absolute outcome then feeds back to diminish A's level of action to promote its own outcome. And that way, and this control could be done on this element or this element, it doesn't matter. But the idea is to, rather than to allow these two balancing loops to free run as a reinforcing structure, one has to place a regulation on the development of some aspect of it, so that it simply stops its growth, because the escalation structure typically ends up driving all parties involved to a situation that no one wants to be in. Though left to their own devices and the delays involved in the sequence, they in fact continue to promote each other's development to a place that neither one of them wants to be. So that the way to deal with the situation is to in fact establish a target and use that target to measure the absolute outcome, and use that to control the development of one aspect of the structure. So hope this has been helpful. This is sort of the last of the generic archetypes, and hope you found this useful.